a crowd. But we have such a big show. There's so much news to get to. Okay.
You rock, man!
Okay. Shut up. Look, we got to get to the news. There's some people out there watching. I know, but we think it's just us, and here there's some finally good news. Finally, America is retaliating. They did this today against Russia, for real. Where it hurts, with the money. We put sanctions on the biggest Russian oligarchs. But you know what? How come when it's a rich creep in Russia, they're an oligarch? So what? But in America, you're just a visionary. You founded Facebook. You know what? Oh, the tech company. Oh, did you see what happened at YouTube this week? I mean, yes. Ooh, a woman who was very disgruntled about how YouTube was handling her videos went in there with a gun. Fortunately, nobody was killed. But it was weird. And before she started shooting there, everybody had to watch an ad. Terrible. But no. The great news, everybody, is that Donald Trump finally is unfettered. You know, he fired like all of his original cabinet, so he's got some great new ideas of his own. Yeah, he's just riffing now. Like this week, troops at the border. Great. Yeah, we're putting National Guard troops at the border, even though border arrests from Mexico are at their lowest level since 1971. Somebody has to tell him, to have a Mexican standoff, you need Mexicans. And this is despite his own people telling him that using technology instead of a wall would be cheaper and more efficient. And he said, if I wanted cheaper and more efficient, I'd let the Mexicans in. But, you know, people are saying, why now? Why now? Why suddenly now troops at the border? Well, for the same reason everything happens in this country now, because the President of the United States saw something on Fox News. They were showing some fear porn about a caravan. Did you hear that? A caravan. Is coming up from Central America, migrants heading north through Mexico. That's why now. Because he watches Fox News all day. If he watched The Price is Right, we'd be sending troops to San Francisco to confront Rice-A-Roni. No wonder the stock market is going up and down every day and tanking and coming back and going back down, because no one knows what the fuck is happening anymore. We're building a wall, or maybe not. We're having a trade war with China, or maybe not. We're getting out of Syria, or maybe not. Yeah, this president, who has constantly said all the time, never tell the enemy what you're doing, that's stupid, this week announced we're pulling out of Syria. Well, come on, we're going to need those troops for the upcoming invasion of Amazon. Oh, you saw this? I told you he's got a lot of ideas. Yeah, he's got a big feud with, he hates Amazon. He is mad at Amazon. He says Amazon is using the post office as a delivery system. The mail is not for Amazon to use. The mail is for coupons I don't want and ads for things I'll never buy that I throw away immediately. That's what the post office is for. This guy, he hates China for making everything we buy. He hates Amazon for delivering it, and he hates Mexico for dusting it. No, he's turned around. He loved Amazon back when they delivered Melania for 2-day free shipping. No, I'm sorry. Poor Melania. Come on. Poor Melania. She has to listen every day to all this Stormy Daniels news. Here's what I want to know. How come Stormy got paid $130,000 to shut up, and Melania's the one who won't talk? Talk, Melania. Speak your truth, girl. Be unfettered like your husband. He's unfettered now. He's throwing away the script. He's turning it up to 11. He's off the chain. People are so excited on the right. This week, did you see this? Yesterday, he literally threw away the script. He was in West Virginia, supposed to be talking about taxes. This is what he did. This is with his prepared remarks.
You know, this was going to be my remarks. It would have taken about 2 minutes, but what the hell?
That is so rude. I mean, Fox and Friends worked hard on that. Boring. Who needs policy experts to pull information out of when I have an ass? Oh, but that's just when the fun started, when he threw the paper there, because then he was free to riff, unfettered. So he started to go over his greatest hits. Did you see this? Talking again about how millions voted illegally in 2016. That's right, Donald. If it weren't for fraud, you'd have won California. You're as popular out here as bumper-to-bumper traffic caused by a mudslide caused by fracking. But you would have won California. And then my favorite, he said his polling is almost at 60%, his approval rate. 60%? This is what he said, quote, he said, a poll just came out from Rasmussen, that's the conservative group, but okay, a poll came out from Rasmussen, it's now 51, they say, but it's 51, but you gotta add 7 or 8 to that. You know, like you do with your penis.